What's up, y'all? It's your girl, Laura J.
And it's your girl, Mara.
And welcome back to the SoulSistas podcast. Yay! So, as you know, we like to open every episode with a prayer, and it's your turn to pray. So.
Who's hand am I holding? Because why did I go?
I saw that too. I was like, hey.
I guess it's the
I'm just
Lord.
ignoring it.
All right. Thank you, Lord, for bringing us together for another episode. Please order our words tonight. Put whatever in our hearts and in our minds that you want us to speak to the people. Allow everything to flow. In Jesus' name we pray, amen.
Amen. So what's tea? What's been going on? You know?
We're a week into the year.
Mm-hmm.
I've been doing my little 1-2 with my New Year's resolutions.
Period.
Yeah, I mean, it ain't really too much to say. My birthday is next month, y'all. Like, it's officially next month, and I just love that for me.
Yeah, we outside. Yeah. It looks official in here, y'all. We official. Like, all we need is some cue cards next. With some SoulSistas cue cards.
That would be so cute.
Yeah. But yeah, I didn't have anything like too specific towards my New Year's resolutions. But I am doing dry January, so we're a week sober. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I've been craving a little drinky drink, but we here. We're gonna stick it through.
Yeah, I would say same. I'm also doing dry January. I haven't craved a drink yet.
Yeah, my livers, no, we only have one liver. My kidneys and my liver, they're screaming like hallelujah. Because after that holiday, ooh, we was on a run, y'all. We was on a run. We was turning up. But hey, we here now. So they had a little break and they're just thanking me for it. So. But yeah, y'all, we got some new decor. Let us know if y'all like it. It looks real official. I fucks with it. It's so cute.
Okay, so we're gonna talk about deal breakers in a relationship. I mean, we can even, platonic relationships, but what are your deal breakers in a relationship?
So, I guess I'm gonna go for well, I'm not even gonna say platonic first. I was gonna say romantic, but I got my words mixed up. But number one for me is cheating. Like, you cheat, you gotta go. And there's a lot of like, when you're in relationships, you go through your ups and downs and stuff, but cheating is not an up and down. Like that, it's a choice. And yeah, if you choose to cheat, then, but people say that isn't a deal breaker for them, but we're gonna get into that in a little later. But cheating is like number one for me. Lying. I think if you're just a deceiving person, like if you're deceiving to others, then who's to say like I'm any different? Like, those are the only two I can think of off the top of my head, but I know, there's more. But those two, when it comes to platonic, like friendships, I would say number one is being envious, like that being a character trait, like you're just an envious person, like you can't stand to see other people having things, period, because having that around you in your friendships, I've learned the hard way, can really it's just not good to have those kind of people around. Being pessimistic, I feel like that can go for either or, because I like to see the good in things in life and just like try to get through things. Like the way I get through things is like seeing the good, seeing like the end result, like just having tunnel vision, and just complaining and always having something negative to say, that just irks me. But
it's a deal breaker for you?
Yeah, it's like being pessimistic all the time. Like, I'm not saying you can't complain, and because I'm gonna complain now. I'm gonna complain every now and then, but it's like if you always have, like, if you have a problem for every solution and you just can't see things through, like, I hate that. I can't be around that. It's so like draining to be around that type of energy. How about you?
Okay, so In a relationship, I was obviously cheating. Also, like repetition of behaviors or actions that I've already spoke on, not liking, not liking, lying. Because why would you lie to me? Like, what are you lying for?
No reason to lie.
Just like overly friendly. I guess that kind of goes into cheating, but it's just your definition of cheating.
I guess we can talk about that.
Not giving me security if I don't feel secure, if I feel like you
reassurance.
Yeah, reassurance. There you go. If I don't feel like if you don't reassure me and I don't feel like you update me enough on your life, I don't know enough about what you're doing, I feel like you're very secretive.
Ooh, I feel like another one is if they're stuck on their ex, or if they say they hate their ex, but they're like always talking about them.
Always talking about them, yeah.
Because you don't hate them if you're always talking about them. Like you
miss them,
right?
Too many female friends, like your girls' pictures. Trying to make me feel like I'm asking for too much when it's really like the bare minimum. Yeah, all that, all of it.
Yeah, so I mean, we both said that cheating is a deal breaker for us, but I have heard people say that cheating isn't a deal breaker for them, and I'm just like, maybe they've never been cheated on before, or like I don't know, but I personally, I feel like maybe you gotta experience that heartbreak to know, like, I don't want to deal with that shit ever again.
But it's just like, if cheating is not a deal breaker, what is? Like, I want to ask somebody who, if you watching this video and cheating is not a deal breaker for you, what is? Because I feel like that's the ultimate disrespect. Like, that's
betrayal.
Yeah, it's like, I mean, like maybe like physical abuse I could see, but like cheating though, like it's. Yeah. Where do you go from there?
So the perspective that I heard on it is like, oh, if they do it one time and they just mess up and they never do it again, then like they can forgive.
Okay, well let's go into this. So what is cheating to you? Because maybe there's some things that are forgivable when it comes to cheating that aren't physical. So what's cheating to you?
I feel like if you got a question, it is cheating. Like, so anything sexual. I feel like it's normal for humans to see attractive humans and think like, they're attractive. But it's like what you do with that thought, or like if you follow up with that with action or whatever, like you try to get their attention, like trying to get their attention, flirting, reaching out, just like giving the same attention to somebody else that you would to me in a relationship, like in any way, shape, or form.
That's a really good way of putting it.
Yeah, like but I guess when it comes to like blurred lines and stuff, like I guess like liking people's posts and stuff, is that cheating?
No, I don't think that's. You always say it, but I don't think that's cheating. But that's a boundary that I have that I don't want crossed. But like, if I see it happen once, like I'm not gonna say it can't never ever be an accident, because I actually have like somebody picture on accident. I'm not gonna lie. But if it's something like I'm always seeing, like it's not an accident, you're intentionally doing that. So that's not something that's not a deal breaker. Like, oh yeah, I'm done, unless it's a pattern. You get what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, back to the scenario they was talking about, like if they do it one time. So say it's just like, you know, they have a drunk night with somebody and you know they mess around and they take it to like they take it to the fullest extent, but they never do it again ever.
So first of all, I don't trust you. So I don't know if you never do it again ever. Like I'm not gonna trust you. Second of all, I have been drunk on numerous occasions and I've never accidentally fucked anybody. So it takes
so many steps.
That's not taking it. That's not an excuse. Like that's literally not an excuse.
I agree.
Yeah, like no, I that's what it is for me. It's like the fact that I already don't trust. I'm not gonna lie, I don't be trusting people at all. I really don't. So if I'm already like trying to put that aside and build with you or be with you, or if I'm with you and you cheat, like I already didn't trust you. Now I really don't trust you. So then you're not gonna be happy because I'm gonna be overly like questioning everything you do. Like I'm probably already like that on like a regular moderate level.
But now it's gonna be like
overly like you're not gonna be happy. I'm not gonna be happy. He's never gonna believe you. You're probably not gonna believe me because you're probably gonna think I'm trying to get back. Like it's just it just ruins it.
So say y'all together 10 years. And the nigga never slipped up. And he been good to you as ever, like the whole time. And y'all been having problems lately, but y'all been trying to get through them. And he happens to go out with his friend or his coworker one night, and they go to the bar, have a couple drinks, and then after that, it go down after that, and then and then you never find out. But say like a year later, you find out, and she says something. How would you move in that situation?
Wait, she tells me?
Yeah.
I think it would hurt me more that you kept it from me for a year. See, it's not even that I'm like, oh, I would just take him back. But it's like not even the fact that you just cheated. It's also you cheated and you kept it from me for a whole year. And I wouldn't even know unless she came and told me.
Cheated.
So
Angela.
I don't know what y'all, like, it's like I already don't trust you because of what you did. But it's like you kept it from me. So what else have you kept from me? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like you took away any type of opportunity you had at being forgave by by keeping it from me. And then not only did you keep it from me, but you let somebody else tell me.
Yeah.
So it's like, you was never going to say it. You was never, you're going to take that to your grave, literally. How I would react though, I mean, I would ask her for proof, like, tell me in detail. I'm not saying people won't lie like that, but that's like a really big thing to come and tell somebody's wife, like, as a lie. But I would definitely, see what she got. She got some proof, some evidence, whatever. Then I would follow up with my husband and, basically, yeah, I was told, I wouldn't be saying it this calm. But I would let him know, like, yeah, so since you cheated, well, y'all, in a matter of words, because again, I would be mad. But, I found out you cheated. What's up with that? What happened? Tell me the details. When was you going to tell me all my questions and whatnot? And then we're going to have to separate because it's not even that. Like, that's a hard scenario. Like, yeah, married for 10 years. It's not an easy situation to walk away from. And just depending on, like, I think, I don't want to say this and then, like, my husband think, okay, if I cheat on her 10 years, is she going to take me back? No. It's like, I feel like, okay, in the original scenario, something like that happens in 10 years and you tell me, like, that same day or, like, the next day or something, I would say I'm more open to working on that. 10 years married, feel me this long. But I'm still not saying yes. I'm still not saying I would stay. But in the scenario that she just gave me where it was kept from me, definitely 100% not. What about you?
That's true. I think either scenario is going to be hard, but I got to stand on business. Step number one, I find that out. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm going to go to my local gun shop and ask them, what's the quickest thing I can get? Boom. Straight from the gun shop to the house. I'm shooting that nigga in his foot. Now you can't walk, nigga. And now I personally don't understand how people can, like, I can get over that. Especially in, like, relationships, one, where you're not married, or two, where there hasn't been a lot of time involved. Like,
that's why I said, you said the 10 years, and at that point we're married. Like, I'm not married with you for 10 years and we're not. So,
yeah. Exactly. So it's like, I just don't see it. It's definitely a deal breaker for me. Let us know down below. Cheating is a deal breaker for y'all. Why or why not? But yeah.
Did you say why?
Why cheating is a deal breaker? Oh yeah, because it's like I feel like that's like the ultimate betrayal. Like when you guys agree to being in a relationship together and like communing together, forming a union, I feel like that's like rule number one. Like, it's me and you, and unless y'all are like into like polygamy or some shit like that, but that's like when all parties have consent. Like whenever somebody's consent is like, you remove that from them to be able to give consent or not, then that's when it becomes betrayal and stuff. But that is so hurtful because it can make you like
question yourself.
Yeah, and it's like it has nothing to do with you or like you as a person. It has everything to do with them. So
that changed my mind.
What you mean?
Like going back, because now I'm really thinking about it. Like I wouldn't even be able to think about it. Cause not even if you just did that, well, if you did that, cause in your scenario, we're going through a rough patch.
Mm-hmm.
This is not gonna be the only rough patch. In a marriage, you go through things. So it's like, okay, a one-time thing, we go through another rough patch. Your first solution to that is go get drunk and go have sex with somebody else.
Yeah.
And then if you're doing that while we're happy and healthy, then you would do that anytime. Like, so yeah, you're right. There's literally no way that we could just get past that. There's not.
Yeah. And I feel like that's an indicator, like they do it one time, they're definitely gone. But I also saw something where it was like everybody cheats or everybody's cheated before. That is not true. I never cheated before. Well, let me think.
See, what's cheating to you? Because are we talking sexual or just texting? Like, that's why I asked, like, what is cheating to you?
Like you said, it does depend on what you call cheating, because
I still don't think it's true. I think some people really just never done any of those things.
I don't know. Like, you never in high school, like, was in a relationship with somebody and was texting somebody else, got caught texting somebody else or something.
Are you asking me, have I done that? Or people?
No, I was saying, well, both. Have you done it? And two, isn't that cheating?
Yeah, but I've done it. And I don't think that everybody has this. I don't think everybody's been in, like, a lot of, like, a lot of relationships.
Mm-hmm. True.
So if you want to go all the way back, yes, I've definitely texted somebody else while I was in a relationship, yes. Like, in that whole span.
You said homeless man.
I said in that whole span.
Oh, what homeless?
In the whole span of me dating from the time I was 13 to 23, that's 10 years. I definitely texted somebody while. But you know, like my first relationship, literally my first boyfriend ever in my life, like.
But it made me think though, like, that made me think, because I was like, I never cheated, but that I was thinking to like the most extreme extent. But like,
that's what I said. Like, I feel like
you don't feel like everybody.
has.
You feel like everybody has.
I don't feel like everybody, like literally everybody has, but I do think a majority of us have done at least something like that. Now, has everybody had sex with somebody else, like physical cheating? Yeah. No. I don't agree with that, but I do think like stuff as small as like, and I'm not saying it's small, but if I'm thinking back to being 13 and 14 and 15, like it's something like tasting another nigga or I think majority of us have done that. Yeah. How do you balance your relationships and your friendships as somebody that's single, unmarried, an unmarried woman with no kids? What's more important, and how do you balance the two relationships in your life? All right, as a single / unmarried woman, equal. If you're my boyfriend and this is my friend, equal. Because you're just my boyfriend. You literally are a friend as a boy. Like, I'm just playing, but no. But seriously, I take my relationships and my friendships very seriously. So like, what I'm thinking of, the scenario I'm thinking of in my head is, what if my boyfriend doesn't want me going out, but my friend wants to go out for her birthday or something? Mm-hmm. I feel like in that type of scenario, like, my boyfriend is not comfortable with that, okay, cool. I probably won't go out often. However, when it comes to my friend, like it's my friend's birthday, I feel like that's a situation in which you would respect that this is like a once a year, type of occurrence. So I would prioritize my friend wanting me to come out for her birthday over that said boyfriend not wanting that. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But when it comes, that's what I'm saying. This is a boyfriend-girlfriend relationship. If you're my husband, we're literally one. We're literally united. Like, we're one now. So I feel like that does come first. In a husband-wife relationship, your husband does come first. Now, when I go out with my homegirl for her birthday, yes. But I'm just saying in general, like, I think that your spouse would be priority.
But yeah, I definitely agree. They're equal for the most part, but me personally, I do prioritize my romantic relationship just a little bit more than I do my friendships, just because we're building, and like you said, like at this point we're dating to marry, so I do want to I think it's important to have a balance though. It's not like out of balance. Like my man's all the way up here, my friends are down here. Like no, but it's like in situations, it just varies upon the situation. Like what you were saying, like the birthday situation. My man know better than to try to tell me not to go out, period. But especially like, but just hypothetically, if he were like, oh, I don't like you going out and I don't want you to go out, but it's her birthday, like, I'm sorry, I can't respect that. Like, it's her birthday, and it's like, I don't know. I don't want y'all to like take that with a grain of salt when I say I prioritize it, because when I say my friendships are near and dear to my heart, and they really are, because like you need every type of love. Like you don't just need one or the other. So it's like you want to like water each relationship thoroughly. Like you don't want to just, because I feel like some people, like if say you were friends with them and then they get into a relationship, now they're like neglecting you and like the rest of their friendships and like just pouring into this man. I feel like most of the time when that happens, they're like kind of in a toxic relationship. Like the man is like kind of like
controlling.
Yeah, like he doesn't want her around those friends type. But I think like it's a balance. Like you do eventually have to prioritize one or over the other, but then again I feel like it varies from situation to situation. Like sometimes you'll have to show up for your friends and like you know what I'm saying.
And I think for me, like I think that being a girlfriend versus being a wife definitely plays a big role, because like although yes, I still do feel like, you know, your partner, your romantic partner would be above, and I don't like saying above, but yes, like that would be a priority over your friendship, even in that girlfriend stage. But I feel like when it's your husband, like I keep saying, like y'all are literally united now, so it's like you are me and I am you, so I literally have to put them first. Like I'm not putting myself first if I'm not. But like you said, so another thing too, when it comes to like a boyfriend versus a friend, I don't have to see my friend every day. I'm gonna want to naturally see and be around my partner more than I long for that with my friends. Now, does that mean I don't want to see my friends? I don't want to hang out with my, you know, just like you said, you need all types of love. Like I crave my friendships just like I crave my man. Well, not just like, but as well as. But yeah, like I want to see my man. I want to be up under him all the time. I don't want to be up under my homegirl every single day of my life. Like it's like I could go without seeing a couple of days. You feel me? And then
I agree. And like I say all the time, like my man, that's my best friend. Like I love that man down, but it does not make up for like female sisterhood, like companionship, like. You know, and just like a romantic, well, I just said it, but just like like having, you know, sisters and best friends doesn't make up for like wanting a romantic connection. So
yeah, both are necessary.
Yeah, they're both necessary. I just don't understand how some people will get into relationships and neglect their friends, or like sometimes people will have friends or they won't want them to get into relationships. Like they'll want them all to themselves. But I feel like those are like low-key the homegirls that be having feelings for you. Like gotta watch out for them. Like they want to be your man. That's why they don't want you to have no man.
I don't think I've heard that one before.
What?
Like your friend not wanting you to get into a relationship.
Well, I will say, well, I don't know. You never had like a friend that they just don't want you. They just don't want other people to have you, period, whether that be friends or you know, another man or whatever. But it's like they won't say it directly, but they'll obviously feel some type of way that you're spending more time with another person, but in this scenario, a man.
I've had that with friends, but never like with a man though.
No, that's what I was saying. Like the friends will be that way towards you having a man.
Yeah, but I'm saying like the friend will be like that towards me having other friends.
But they not have a man.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. But that's just a scenario though. Like some people do be feeling that way when their friends get into relationships.
Yeah.
So,
but I feel like in that type of situation, that might speak to how their friend moves in a relationship. Because even how we're saying some people abandon their friends when they get, so maybe like that person just know, like I know if she get mad, she's never gonna fuck with me. She's never gonna Not saying that it's like right for her to feel that way, but I'm just saying I wonder if that's why.
I feel like, well, I'm coming more from a scenario like she still finds ways to like prioritize. Yeah, but of course she's not gonna be like, say if y'all used to hang out every day or every other day, and like, you know, just she's spending more time with her man, so like she's not gonna be around like every day now, so now she's mad about that. Not the fact like she's neglecting the friendship completely, but it's just like niggas ain't hanging out like they used to.
So how do you balance that then? Because if you have a friend that you do see like that like every other day, and then you get a man, like what do? You just stop hanging out with your friend like once a week? Because that is a significant change to your, like, that kind of is like abandoning, or really like now it's kind of like this. Because I mean, if you seeing your man, that you were seeing your friend every other day, like that was literally your livelihood, and you get a man and you're seeing them like.
Yeah, I mean like two or three times a week as opposed to every day or every other day.
I'm just thinking about the friend. Like that's a significant difference for them.
Yeah,
especially if they're not in a relationship or whatever else.
So how would you balance it? Like, say in that scenario, in that situation.
So if I'm seeing my friend every day, we kicking it like that. I don't want to say whenever like I'm not with my man, I'm with my friend, but like almost like because I'm not gonna be with my man 24/7 either. Especially if we just start dating, like and this, because obviously this would be more of a like, oh, this just happened thing, or otherwise you would have been used to it. So if like we're not seeing each other every moment, every second, you gotta have a job. I got a job too, so it's like we working. You feel me? So yeah, it's kind of like when the free time that I have, well, likely with him at that point we would have planned dates and stuff, and then. Same thing with my homegirl. We got plans. I'm not about to cancel with my friend because my man asked me. I'm not doing that. Like if you have a set date with me, okay, cool. But I already plan on doing this. That's a set plan. So I would really just keep it like that. Like, and if we chilling like that, we just chilling at the house. I mean, it's nothing for you to come over whenever. Like,
yep. Bro, I remember one time. This is kind of off topic, but it's kind of the same on the topic. I remember one time I went out with this girl, and like we went to the club. Whole time we was out, she had her boyfriend propped up like on FaceTime the whole time we were out. Like, no, like that type of shit pissed me off. Like if we're hanging out
and let it be our time. I agree.
I don't like that. I don't like that at all.
But that's the last thing you got to worry about with me. Like, I'm not about to be texting my man the whole time on the phone with my man, because it's like I'm enjoying your company. Just like when I'm with my man, I'm not doing that. Literally recording, my phone is face down. Like, I'll try not to be distracted when I'm with somebody else, because that's your time. This is our time.
Yeah. I hate when people do. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I do hate when girls do stuff like that. It's like, girl, you should just stay at the house. But at this point, what are you here for?
Yeah. Or if we go out and say like, your nigga start with you, and like now, oh girl, she just in the corner texting the whole time. Girl, you don't let that. We is chilling, we vibing. Like, you deal with that bad energy and them negative vibes when you get home. Or
see, I don't know about that part,
girl.
Because it's literally going to change your mood. Like you're not gonna just be able to. Me personally, I'm like, if me and my man is like, you know, you feel me? I can't just. Anyway, girl, so like, no, it's literally gonna ruin my
But you don't. No, you gotta let that shit go somehow, some way, because that nigga is not gonna fuck up the vibes, and he ain't even here.
It really just depends on what the conversation is, for real.
I'm just saying, if y'all
like, imagine you sitting there and you find out your nigga just cheated on you. Like, you're literally not.
That's different. But you can like tell us, say, like, if we had brunch or something, you can tell us like, y'all, what the fuck? We can talk about that shit together. But y'all just arguing about something. I don't know, something petty, like nothing too big, nothing to that, like, not to that extent. But you know, nothing too big, like just a petty argument. You know, because we gonna argue. Like, just a little petty argument, nigga. That shit can wait till you get deal with that shit at home.
Yeah, if it's just something like little petty, like little 1-2, I probably would just like.
Now something devastating like that, nah, okay, I can understand. But I'm talking about like also if it's a pattern, like y'all hang out and she's always like, her intention is like towards him, like this is our time, like let it be our time.
Yeah, that's really good, like with the balancing conversation, because it's like you are with him all the time, talking to him all the time. So when you are making time for we having our friend time, why is he a part of that? Because that's basically what he's a part of it. You're talking to him the whole time.
Yeah, so y'all let us know down below how y'all feel about balancing friendships and relationships. Let us know how y'all do that, because, you know, like we said, some people like to get in relationships and just say, what, friends? I ain't never knew that girl before.
Have you ever been in a situation like that?
Have I? Yeah, I'll say yeah, because I'll say my sophomore year of I'm supposed to say high school. My sophomore year of college, it was like we lived in this quad, so it was 4 of us and 2 roommates in one, and then 2 roommates in the other. And we had this one roommate, and we was forming a good real bond. And it was just like we were roommates, so we hung out every day. We saw each other, we lived with each other, and like she started talking to this dude, and it's like she kind of did just like ice us out, and we were like, girl, like what the hell? Mind you, they weren't even like dating for real, like they weren't claiming each other, they weren't exclusive, but like she kind of just ditched us for him, and we felt some type of way, and we brought it to her attention, and she didn't really give a damn. She still was like
I would say I had a friendship that where my friend became a lot more male centered, but it was like to the point where but she always wanted me there, if you get what I'm saying. Like even when she was with these guys or with her boyfriend, like she always wanted like the both of us. So even though like, you know, she always wanted to be around a nigga, it's like I would be there too. Like so I wouldn't really say I felt like abandoned in a sense.
Let us know down below, have y'all ever experienced something? Just let us know y'all's commentary on our commentary on this topic. And yeah,
Okie dokie, we need to find a name for our advice segment.
Yeah, give us some ideas. We're gonna brainstorm. Y'all brainstorm with us. What should we name our advice segment?
All right, y'all. So I need some advice on how you maneuver in this situation, or what would you do rather in a situation. So I would say in the last 2 years, year and a half, my relationship with God has went from 0 to 100. Like and I'm not like saying like, oh, I'm just perfect, I make great decisions all the time, but I feel like my relationship with God, like the way that I pour into him, spend the intimate time with him, talk to him, trust him, can hear him when he's talking to me, like all those things are there. And I have a lot of stuff still to work on when it comes to like being stop sinning. Basically I have stopped sinning, y'all. That's pretty much what it is. But anyway, so I feel like now that I'm, you know, in the dating world, I'm a lot more intentional when it comes to the men that I, you know, give my time to. So this is like so fed, but I'm about to tell y'all specifically like scenario what happened. So I went on a date with somebody, and after that date, the end of the date, we're talking, we're just chopping it up, and he had mentioned he was talking about somebody, his homeboy, and he was saying like how his homeboy was just like crazy, like lived like when they were younger, you know, he used to just do crazy stuff, y'all, like crazy, right? But now he's completed a 360 in his life. He has a great relationship with God. You know, he goes to church every Sunday, all the things, right? Full 360. And he sends him scriptures and, you know, verses, just sends him stuff like all the time, like your daily bread, like all that stuff, just always sending him stuff. And the dude had made a comment like, what did he say? I told you.
He was like, he gotta chill, or he be doing too much.
Yeah, something along the lines of, yeah, he was sending me scriptures and stuff. He need to chill, like something like that. I can't remember how it was worded, but it was like a little like,
yeah, just make it think.
He was just like, what do you mean by that? Like, you know, what do you mean by that? But I didn't really, and like I'm being honest, when I like went on this date with this guy, like it was just okay, let's go on a date. And I'm not saying like I didn't have no interest in him, but it wasn't like initially I'm not thinking like I'm gonna date him or nothing. So I didn't really care, if you get what I mean. Like I wasn't like gonna go down that rabbit hole of what you meant by that, because it's just like, it's probably just a date, I probably not even gonna see you again. We got long story short, I did go on another date with a dude. Second date, cool, you know, we didn't talk about nothing much. Third date, we hung out, and then I had to go to church after the date. I'm gonna just say that. I had to go to church after the date. And I had been telling this person this for a couple weeks. Like since the date was planned, I was going to church after the date. So we get out of the date, I'm in my car, they, walk me to my car and stuff. And they're like, you don't have to go to church. Mm-hmm. I'm like, what? What do you mean? They're like, you don't have to go to church, just go on Sunday. Mm-hmm. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna go to church, right? Like, I'm gonna go to church. So then they go from saying that to saying that they want to come with me to church, right? And my initial reaction to that is like, I laughed. And I didn't realize I laughed y'all until recently, but I guess I laughed. But my thought process is, how do you, not only did I mention this like 4 or 5 other times that you never expressed interest in wanting to come, but also you just told me 2 seconds ago not to go. Yeah. And now you want to come with me. And then y'all proceeded to give them information about the church, come on, let's go. The more the merrier. Then they tell me like a couple minutes later, they call me and say, oh yeah, by the way, I forgot, so they can't come to church.
All of a sudden.
So I cut ties. I'm not with that. Like I said, at this point, I'm being more intentional. It's not just one date. We've been on 4 dates, mm-hmm. and we're only gonna continue dating if we're gonna be building with each other. Like, you get what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So like that was enough for me. The first thing was a little moment. At this point, it's a little, you're being directly like you not.
Yeah.
So I cut him off, and when I say cut him off, I mean I ghosted him. And and then he ended up reaching out to me, pretty much asking for an explanation as to why, what happened, what did they do wrong. Sent on this big long paragraph as to, what happened. Then he just wants to he basically felt like I was coming for him. And he just really wanted to set things right and pretty much express to me how he does have a relationship with God. I'm gonna just say this is what he said, right? What?
Okay, go ahead. I'm taking it all in.
Okay, basically he's like, he wants to set the record straight. He felt offended by what I said, and he didn't realize that I was this close with God, or that I was this intentional about my journey, and that he feels the same way. He has the same stuff going on, but he doesn't like to talk about it because a lot of people don't care to have that relationship, or they don't want to talk about it, or it's just not something that they do in their lives, right? Which I personally felt like, if that's really how you feel, you're not gonna try to hide that. If you didn't think that that's what I was on, you wouldn't try to hide that from me to impress me. You get what I'm saying? If that's really what you're on.
Especially because you already expressed that
I would go to church. Yeah. So basically, y'all, he just did went down this whole rampage, telling me how he does have a relationship with God. He is a Christian, all this, that, and the third. Grew up in church. He was even supposedly saying that if I didn't go to church that night, that he was gonna bring me to his church.
Bless you.
Thank you.
You can have a relationship with God, and y'all can be on different paths in your journey. You could be a little bit, I don't want to say further, mm-hmm. but you could be a little bit deeper into your relationship with God than he is at the time, and that just means that y'all are unequally yoked, mm-hmm. so y'all aren't aligned, period. Yeah. So I just feel but I do feel like he was deflecting though, trying to go off and say I do have a relationship with God, and people don't talk about it, so I just didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, but to me it's just what? That's people don't. But I'm saying, if it was really that important to you, and this is really your lifestyle, if anything, you wouldn't associate yourself with the people that don't talk about it or don't have, And I'm not saying that everybody you talk to in your life has to. All of my friends are not religious. You get what I'm saying? They don't believe. Some people don't even believe in God. But especially when you're building on a romantic level, it's if that's something that's really that you hold that dearly to your heart, as I do, because I'm literally cutting you off for that, you wouldn't not keep that from me or just hide it so you don't know how I feel about it. And just like you said, if I'm telling you openly that I'm going to church, every Sunday type, you don't think that
none of that makes sense. And even if he does, I'm not gonna say he doesn't have a relationship with God, but even if he does have a relationship with God, it's just not
the same level.
Yeah, y'all are just not equally go, like I said, because it's it seems like he seems to brush it off a little bit more, oh, I don't want to go to church, or like, because he was playing, but if you would have been like, oh, you're right, I don't gotta go to church, I'm gonna come with you, he would not have been playing.
Yeah, he was like, let's
no, for real. So I think you did right by, setting your boundaries and standing firm on them, because period, we're not playing with these niggas 2026. We're not at all. So I feel like the right man would be very intentional, and he will be able to, even lead you a little bit.
And that's literally what, y'all, if I could read you the paragraph, what you're saying is what I said. We're unequally yoked. Your journey is different from my journey, and I want my man, as I'm telling y'all, I'm being open and honest and vulnerable with y'all about the fact that I sin, and I'm trying to work on that. Yeah. I need somebody that's gonna help me and support me and aid me, not somebody that's, you gotta go to church. Because it's like hypocritical for me to say, okay, where I am, but I want my man to be way up here. Yeah. But at the same time, it's not even like you're here and you're trying to get, like, you're here and you're trying to bring me here. Like, no. What? Yeah. It should have been instantly, you want me to come to church with you? Or I would like to come to church with you, not, you don't gotta go to church. And then offering to come and then...
Yeah, flaking afterwards. Yeah, that would have...
It's just like, why did you even open your mouth? At that point, it was already dubski when you said you ain't gotta go to church. But then when you go into saying that you gonna come and then send the address and all this, and then you flame. Like, what did you bring it up for?
Yeah, what was the point of that? I hate when people do that, like empty promises, like, oh, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna come, give me the address, and then all of a sudden,
that is quite literally my biggest pet peeve in life. Like, in life, in this whole entire world, you can blame my father. If you tell me you're gonna do something for me and you don't do it, you might as well kiss my ass. Literally. Like, you should have never opened your fucking mouth and said it, ever. Yeah. Like, why? What was your purpose?
Yeah, none of us are perfect, but it's just like we gotta work on it. We can't just let that enable us. We're all sinners. We know we're sinners, so might as well just
like acknowledging is the first step. Like the fact that I acknowledge I have stuff I need to work on.
Yeah, and he should want to be intentional about. He should be more so already intentional about Christ, so that he can be intentional about you. When he was like, oh, you don't gotta go to church, and then he was like, oh, I'm gonna come to church, it's like he's not chasing Christ,
he's chasing me. And I said, literally, like, you were there, I literally said that. Like, yes. And then even when I cut you off and I give you my reasons, now you want to try to plead your case, and no, I grew up in the church, I do this, I do that. First of all, what did you growing up in the church have to do with you being your big grown age today? Like, you had to go. You had to go to church. Your parents or whoever you was living with forced you to go to church. You was a kid. Like, okay, cool.
That doesn't impress me. What would impress me is if you go on your own will and consistently, but
okay, y'all.
What y'all think? What would y'all have done in that situation? But,
sorry. Let me get to like kind of like the kicker. Well, not the kicker, but like kind of my question or my point. So basically, after the whole conversation, he feels as if I need to give him a chance, get to know him better, allow him to show me that side of him, go to church together, X, Y, and Z. So what would you do? Are you like, dub, like I already need to see what I need to see? Or you know what, it has been kind of soon. We haven't really talked about that too much.
No.
And
I think it's a dub because like I said, it would be more intentional. Like, he would come in your life and you would know automatically, like, he's on fire for God. More so like we just said, like, he's chasing you, and because you love God, like, now he wants to
that's the way I can win her.
Yeah, that's the way I can get in. So I feel like the red flags are there, the signs are signing.
That's what I did. I just want to know what y'all thought about it, what you thought about it. But y'all, like, my discernment told me, and I was already praying, like, from the beginning. I'm always praying about stuff. Anytime I'm talking to somebody, dating, like, whatever, I'm always praying, like, God, let me know. Because I don't want to, you feel me, go down this road, it's not that road. But after that first statement, and then just period, I already was kind of like,
Yeah.
But yeah, that was just like confirmation for me. I'm just like, yeah. And even the conversation y'all were trying to explain himself is just giving, you would stay your breath, love.
Yes, and that's what we doing all 2026 as well. We listening to our discernment.
I really got into a place where I'm so content. Y'all, I did the vision board, and I didn't put nothing about no man, nothing about no relationship, nothing about no marriage, no nothing. And that's like saying, like, okay, yeah, but y'all, the way that I typically crave, like, long for love, like, that's a big deal for me. And I didn't even realize that until I finished my vision board, that is not nothing that I care about. Like, it is what it is. So I'd rather have nobody, be alone, be at peace. I'm so at peace in my life right now. I'm not bringing nothing in that don't make sense. Like, I'm not doing that.
Period. We love that. Y'all take notes. Y'all take notes, okay? Period. We love that. All 2026. That's all we need. We don't need to bring anything in that we don't need, okay? No negative energy and no good men. None of that, okay, y'all. We got each other. We don't need those. We don't need that.
You really got. That's why how you were talking about before, like how important it is to have love from both, because your sisterhood. Not that it's more important, but that's something that's gonna be there with you through all stages of your life. Like boyfriends, sometimes they come and go. Unfortunately, everything is not forever when it comes to that. But even when you lose that boyfriend, you still got your sister. Like, I got friends that have been my friends through every single relationship I've been in, and they're still here, and they're gonna uplift you and support you. And even though sometimes we don't want to hear it, your friends are gonna speak life into you and tell you when you're dumb and when you need to walk away from certain situations when you can't see it for yourself. Like, that is very essential. And a lot of times, that is why those toxic men you were just talking about don't want you around said friends.
Exactly.
Because she gonna tell you what the fuck you can't see at that moment because you just so stigmatized or whatever else. Yeah.
And they don't want you around those friends because they gonna make you realize that, and they don't. That's why they don't like those friends. But it's just honestly a matter of like friendships, relationships. It's just honestly a matter of, you know, just setting your boundaries and your standards and standing firm on them, because you don't want to keep people around just for the sake of having people around. Like, of course, everybody naturally yearns for, you know, both, you know, friendships, romantic stuff like that. But y'all just do not just keep people around no matter what they do to you, no matter how they make you feel, no matter what your intuition says, just because you don't want to be alone. Like, I promise you would rather be alone. And once it's corny, but once you get alone and you like heal those things and you're able to set those boundaries and able to set those deal breakers, what you don't want to put up with, what you're willing to put up with, then you'll attract the right people and just the right circumstances and energy. Just y'all, please just take our advice, because we done been through it. Okay.
And if it's like he's talking about like just keeping people around and keep them around, like I think a lot of people have the thought of, and I can speak from experience, y'all. Like I'm real and vulnerable when it comes to this podcast. So I can tell y'all, like I've been there to the point where you thinking that, you know what, it might get better. There's good times, y'all. If it's not God ordained, it's literally never gonna work. It's not, and you're gonna see that when you get in this repetition, you seeing these similar scenarios happen, or it's not even the same thing. It's just continuous BS, like problems, like over, like it never works. This doesn't work, that doesn't work, this doesn't work. It's not God ordained. He doesn't want you there. He doesn't want you there. You're never going to be happy there. You're never going to be at peace because you're not supposed to be there. That's relationships, friendships, whatever, jobs, whatever.
Yeah, he's never going to let you settle in an environment that you're not supposed to be in. Like,
and that's literally,
you will never know
the confirmation that you need. Like,
literally,
regardless of what you try, how many times you try it, whatever way you want to try it, it's literally not going to work. And that's how you know that is your confirmation that I'm not supposed to be here.
If you constantly crying and just out of your character, angry, like depressed, like
you feel like you tried everything, like you like, okay, maybe if I tried this, or maybe if I tried that, or you get to the point where you blaming yourself, like what do I need to do differently, and you're not even the problem, love bug, like But we say all this to say, so you don't get to that point, do what Mara did and listen to your discernment and your intuition, okay? Bottom of the line, just do that. Because I could just imagine, like, you decided to ignore that the one time. Boom, you ignore it the second time.
there would have been a third time. There would have been a third time. And imagine, I just couldn't imagine like what would have, like how he would have showed his final form if you just kept ignoring that, you know. So yeah,
I couldn't imagine either. Good thing I got to, y'all.
I guess we'll never know.
Okay, this just randomly came to my head when we were talking about relationships and friendships and stuff. But Bishop was talking about how God will make you need people. And I think that's an important, I want to talk about that because I feel like in our generation we're so
individualistic.
Yeah, we want to be so independent, and needing somebody is almost viewed as being pathetic. Like, and I don't even mean just like financially, but just in whatever way, like needing people, or you just want to be, I don't need nobody. Like, you know, I don't need that. Like, yeah. Bishop was talking about how God will make you need people. He will give you he's giving you the resources, but sometimes our pride overtakes and we can't lean on people that we need. The example that he used, which I mean, I don't know if that applies to us, but basically, you might want to open a business, or you want a business, right? But you got denied for your loan. You don't have the money, like, but you know somebody that does and can loan it to you. But instead of asking them, you know, we're too prideful. We just won't ask, and now you don't have what God wants you to do. You're not, you know, whatever's in his will for you, you're not executing because you don't have the money, but he gave you somebody, he put somebody in your life to help you intentionally. That person, that rich friend that you have, they got all these millions saved in their bank account or thousands. He wants you to lean on them. But we just be so in our heads and so prideful that we don't do what we're supposed to be doing.
Yeah, for sure. I just think it's like, that's just a product of our society. Like, we've become so individualistic for whatever reason. People, we lack so much community, and I hate that. Like, people just, I don't know what it is, but people just don't want to lean on people. Like, I think it's like has something to do with what you said, like pride. That can play a part, but I don't know what it is. But it's also like, people just like to go through things alone, and just like you said, don't want to ask for help, but not even just like financially in situations, like mentally could be going through something. And I know I'm guilty of this, like just going through stuff, feeling like people don't care, but I haven't even given them
I definitely do that.
like I haven't even given them like the like floor to care, like show me that they care, because I haven't opened up about what I'm going through. So it's like, I don't know what it is. I do hate it. We lack community, but we need community. Like, we need our people. We need our friends, our family, you know, stuff like that. We need each other, y'all. We need each other. And I just hate that we just act like we don't, and that we can get it all done by ourselves. It takes a village.
But I know, even like my dad was telling me the other day that he had went to go buy something. He was buying something at the store, maybe some snacks or something, I can't remember. And I guess the lady in front of him had dropped some change on the ground. And he was like, you know, ma'am, you dropped your quarter. And she was like, oh, don't worry about it, it's just a quarter. And he was like, well, let me pick it up then. If it's just a quarter, you got it like that, you know, like joking with her. And she was like, you know what, like, I want to pay for your stuff. And he had, you know, whatever, just enough to get whatever he was getting. But it's like, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have experienced a situation like that, at least at some point in your life. You don't think God sent that person? Like, how did that person specifically know that you needed them to do that? Like, he literally sends people in your life. That was a small scenario, but he sends people in your life for bigger things too, that we just be too prideful to lean on or to ask or to give into.
Yeah. I think that's also, like, I guess a product of our trauma, being let down by people in the past and stuff. Yeah. So, but y'all, we got to get over that. We got to get over that.
I think that in this living alone era, I've definitely put that pride aside at times. Like, even like leaning on my family for stuff, and I don't mean like nothing big, but like your little 1-2, I might need a little 1-2 sometimes. I've definitely, like, I don't have to be so independent. I don't have to have it all figured out. And I think something that like kind of messed with me at some point, because for some reason people feel like you having a degree or having a job means that you just got it all the time. That's really not the case, y'all. You know that student loans are a real thing. Let's start there.
Yeah, and the economy. Like,
yeah, and the economy and by yourself. Like, can you be for real? Like, by yourself. Be for real. So I think that, like, but this stage in my life has definitely helped me be more vulnerable with people when I need stuff. And I don't even just mean like financially, but just in general. Like, yeah. You got any affirmations you want to give out?
I don't have like one, but I guess I'll make something up. You are the architect of your life and your future. And you are a co-creator of your life with God. Repeat that to yourself and know that you have to put in the work. God is there, and God has a will over your life, and it will happen, but you have to put in the work as well. You got to meet him halfway, okay? God's not going to do all the work for you, okay? But he will help you do the work, okay? So yeah, that's mine.
And he'll give you the supplies that you need to get it done.
And the resources.
And he'll put it in your mind. That's why you keep thinking about it all the time. And you keep seeing it on TikTok and whatnot. You need to be doing it. But yeah, you gotta put the legwork in.
We'll see y'all next week. We love y'all. Bye.